Hello everyone, welcome back. So we need to go here. There's quite a lot about this game. Like, this reminds me of that bridge in Metal Gear Solid 3 that the boss throws you off of like way early in the game. So there's sort of two things in this game already that remind me of MGS3. Although I suppose actually I probably did MGS3 after this, so it should be the other way round. MGS3 reminds me of Twilight Princess. Hora, mite miro yao. So, you know, behold, I guess, and then, try looking, or, you know, try taking a look. Just got to turn my monitor down a little bit here. お前の知ってるフィローネの森はご覧の通りすっかり影の領域さ。Okay. So the Firone woods that you are knowing, I suppose, the Firone woods that you know. Yeah, that's probably good enough, isn't it? Goran no Tori. So Goran is like just, you know, to look at something, basically. So Goran no Tori is essentially the way of looking, the way that you see, the way it looks, as you can see. Yeah, Goran no Tori. I think Goran is kind of more polite than Miru. But then, didn't we have this problem before where someone said Goran and it wasn't particularly polite in another series, or maybe this one? I can't remember. But Sukkari Kage no Ryoiki sa. So Sukkari, I guess, is just completely. Yeah, okay, all completely thoroughly. Okay, fine. So completely, a shadow region. もう戻ってこれないかもしれないけど、それでも行くんだな。So anymore, I suppose, or yeah, もう戻ってこれない。So anymore, like cannot come back, sort of thing. And then かもしれない is just probably, so you probably won't be able to come back anymore. Kedo, just kind of but. それでも, despite that, or even though that's the case, I guess. 行くんだな. Yeah, you, even though that's the case, you're going to go, aren't you? And then hi. Grab me. Okay, so obviously, I say obviously, just a kind of a breath noise. Korenga, so kind of these, I suppose, like identifying them. These are your worlds, or at, I suppose, in or at your world. Tsukatteiru, are using, and then buki, weapons. So these are the weapons you are using in your world. And then cut, just kind of a questionizer. Are they? Why is the shield on her face? Kore de yatsura ga taoseru no ka ne? So using these. Yatsura, I guess just, those guys. Taoseru. Taosu is to fell or to defeat. So Taoseru is just potential form, is one able to defeat those guys using these? And then no kane, just kind of, I suppose. What does no ka do? No ka is kind of, I suppose, a little bit less, a bit more dubious, a bit more doubtful than just saying ka. Yatsura ga taoseru no ka. Yeah, I think it's a bit more doubtful. And then ne, obviously just a rhetorical agreement seeker thing. 悪いけど、これいらないからお前が使いな。 So warui kedo, you know, I know it's bad of me, but kore iranai, these or this, you know, I don't need this, kara, so, omae ga tsukai na, you know, you use them. Thank you for vanishing them. It would be quite difficult if we had to carry them as well, wouldn't it? Mind you, don't we wear the shield on at some point? I don't know. Ma, tonikaku, yakusoku wa yakusoku dakara na. We can start with that bit, I suppose. Ma, kind of again, like a, well, and then tonikaku, anyway, regardless. Yakusoku wa yakusoku dakara na. Promises are promises, or a promise is a promise. And then dakara, I guess, just, you know, because a promise is a promise. Shinyo shite tetsudatte yaru yo. Okay, shinyo shite, I will trust you, I suppose. I'll rely on you. And then tetsudau, we could see this as, because again, I'm going to omit the yaru because there's just no point. So tetsudau yo. So like, just I will help you. That's weird. Sono kawari, so I guess basically, you know, in exchange of that, in exchange for that, omae ni wa aru mono o atsumete morau kara na. So in exchange of that, omae ni wa, I suppose, yeah, okay, omae ni wa, so from you, I guess. Basically, I think when you put morau, you can use ni as the particle. Wa, I don't really know why wa is there. Unless it's just differentiating, like, you know, you get this from me, and I get this from you. It might be like, that might be what the wa's doing. But yeah, you just use ni when you have morau. It's just kind of the particle you use, I suppose. So, omae ni, from you, aru mono, an existing thing, you know, just a thing, basically. Atsumete morau, I will receive your collecting something. Yeah, I will receive from you your collecting something, I guess. And then karana, just kind of saying, because that is the case, I suppose. Nani? Ima wa oshienai kedo, kantan na koto da yo. Okay, so nani, just kind of, I don't know, man, that is what, but I don't know why she's saying it, really. Why is she saying that? Is it actually like, is it like, what is that thing? Like, kind of, obviously, you know, saying it out loud for us, you know, what is it? Well, now I won't tell you, but it's, you know, it's well, it, I suppose, the da is kind of the it, isn't it? It's a simple thing. It's easy to do. It's not difficult. So maybe it's that, man. Maybe it's like, nani, what is that thing? Well, I'm not going to tell you now, but, you know, it's easy. It's simple. Hora, sore yori kikoenai ka? Behold, I guess, again. More importantly than that, cannot you hear? Ka. Kikoeru is... we've seen Mieru, haven't we? That's quite funny, actually, isn't it? We've seen Mieru. So Mieru was kind of to be visible in the present. And Kikoeru is the same sort of thing. So both Miru has this Mieru form, which means presently visible, and Kiku also has this Kikoeru form, which means to be presently audible. So Kikoenaika is like, cannot you hear that? And then Hikari o ubawareta seirei no naki no koe ga. Okay, and then some verb, actually, no verb. I think maybe this verb would come here, but we don't need to because she's said it here, so she's not saying it again, sort of thing. So it is I think it's the crying. That's a bit literal, actually. It sounds a bit more negative than it does in Japanese, I think. But it's like maybe the What is the right word for this? It's kind of like the crying voice, or the sad voice, I suppose, of the spirit who's, who has had its light stolen. But I suppose it's kind of not really. Is it sad? I might. Let's look at this, man. I think there might be a... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not Nucky. What is that kanji then? I suppose we better do it by radicals. We have a Kuchi. And we have a Kusakanmuri, which is also 3 strokes. There it is. That leaves us with 59 kanji. What else have we got in here? We've kind of got the kanji for big. That's also 3 strokes. No, apparently it doesn't accept that. Okay, let's take big out and I guess just have a look like this. I can't. Oh, there it is. Okay, copy that. Oh, Nageki. Okay, look, grieving. Lament, the lamentful voice. So it was Nageki no koe. Huh. Grief, lamentation. Okay, yeah. So it's, I don't know, man, I suppose, yeah, whatever. Kind of works. Sate. Ittai doko ni iru no deshou? So now, on Earth, where, at where, I suppose, at where does it exist? At where is it? Kind of thing, and then laughing. Hayaku sagashi ni ikanai to omae no sekai ga dou natte mo shiranai zo. Okay, well, hayaku, obviously, like quickly. Sagashi ni ikanai to. So we have this, iku, some verb ni iku thing again. So kind of to not go to search and, or rather than that, the to is like an if, isn't it? So if you don't go to search quickly, omae no sekai ga, your world, dou natte mo, kind of for whatever happens, however becomes of it, whatever becomes of your world, shiranai, you will not know. I guess. Something like that. And then zo at the end. Hora, yasunde nai de tottoto susume. So come now, I guess, in this case, like, come on. Yasunde I nai de. So do not exist. Resting. Tottoto, immediately. Susume, advance. Susumu is to kind of make progress, isn't it? So susume is the imperative. Let's get 'em. So I have come through here right before. I came through here to rescue, what was his name, Tallow? Mata kakomareta. So a noise, and then again, kakomu, I think is the word. Kakomu is to like surround. So kakomareru is to, to become surrounded, I suppose, and kakomareta is just past tense. So again, we are surrounded. And then taku, a shortening of mataku, which is basically like a curse word. It's like saying crap or something like that. Zuibun namelaleta mondayo. Nameru? Nameru, isn't that like to underestimate or something? Yeah, better have a look. I think it like literally means like to lick. Nameru. But also to underestimate. To make fun of, to make light of, to put... Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So which one is that here, then? To put down. So is it... I don't know, man. What does this mean? Zuibun is like very much so. It's like, you know, extremely. And then namelaleta is obviously passive and past. So kind of we are being toyed with, or we are being made a joke of or something. Mondayo. Is that what's going on? To make fun of, to make light of, to put down, to treat with contempt. I think it must be, right? Oh, konna zako ichiichi aite ni shite ranaya. Shite ranaya. This guy's speaking to strangely, man. So konna zako. Zako, I think we saw, right? That was what they said about the fish that we caught, the blue gill or the green gill or whatever it was. It's green gill, isn't it? Oh, I'm forgetting all the words. So a zako is just like a kind of a bog standard fish. It means like a... In this context, it means like just a basic enemy. Like it's not, you know, it's not a considerable foe. It's just a kind of a... I don't know, man. Like a Goomba from Mario, right? It's like it's nothing. It's you just kill it and that's it. Like that's kind of what it is. It's like a small fry. You know, it's not a threat. So konnazako. So these kinds of, or this kind of, you know, small fry. Ichi aite ni shite ranai. Shite ranai. I don't know what that is, man. What is this? Ichi, is that like... Is this... I think there's something... I think it might be something along the lines of... You know, individually... Kind of ichi maybe. Individually, they don't really amount to a worthy adversary. Like, aite is like your opponent or a partner. So maybe opponent... I just don't know what a ranai is. Shite irarenai? Shite ranai. Shite iranai. I don't know, man. What is shite ranai? That's odd. I'll try to ask about that. I need to remember to ask about the other thing. The problem is, the thing that I used to ask people for things is on my phone. And this is obviously on my PC, so I have to kind of move screenshots over, which it's not that big of a deal, but it's easy to do, but I haven't done it. So I think it's something like that. I think it's saying, like, you know, one by one, individually, these guys don't amount to a threat. And so maybe that does confirm that she was saying, like, you know, we're being made fun of here.
Where you come from?
Nah. Kore gurai jibun de nanto ka dekiru daro. So she's obviously like she's not concerned at all, right? She's saying kind of like, right, kore gurai, you know, this, you know, extent, if it's this level of a threat, you know, which isn't a lot, then jibun de, you know, on your own, nanto ka dekiru, you know, you can do something, right? Ja tanonda zo mata na. So with that, you know, I suppose, you know, just please, basically, you know, like kind of, just when you make a request, you sort of say tanondazo. Well, you don't, because it's kind of impolite, but, you know, people do. Tanondazo. People do, but you shouldn't, because it can be, you know, pretty impolite. And then matana, you know, catch you later, sort of thing. Do I just be them? That's all I'm doing, just tapping B. Why doesn't it hurt him, man? I thought I was locked onto one. What the hell? I'm actually going to lose, dude. Don't spam B. Doesn't work. Man, this combat's pretty janky as well, isn't it? The horse is janky. There we go. Okay, so we're going to learn about them reviving their buddies now. Come and help me, Midna. I don't want to press A. If B is the attack button, then B should attack. If it's not, then don't give me B. Tak. Nani chintara yattenda. So again, just kind of crap. And then nani meaning like what. So basically she's saying like, what are you doing? And then chintara will be some kind of modifier. Chintara. Sluggishly? Dilatorily. I don't know what that means. But I guess it's just, you know, like, why, what are you doing kind of effing around, I suppose. Chintara, just, you know, doing it all slow and crappy and just get it done effectively sort of thing. Aitsura wa saigo no ippiki dake nokosu to what is that, dude? I don't know what that is. You rarely see that, I swear. Anyway, sakebi de nakama o ikikaerasete shimau no sa. Okay, alright, let's look up that kanji then. So we've got like... I'm going to have to do it by radicals, man. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got an 8 stroke on the right. That thing. And then we've kind of got mu in there, which is a 2 stroke. There you go. Oh, it is you. It's you from Air You from Hero. I see. I suspected that, believe it or not. And then we had Sakebi, which probably isn't going to bring up a... Oh, it is. Oh! Warcry Roar. Otakebi. Interesting. Yeah, so Aitsura wa, these guys, you know, regarding these guys, Saigo no, the last, Ippiki, one, Dake, only, Nokosu, to sort of leave, and, so, leave only one last of these, and, or if you leave one of these guys, ano, what was it? Otakebi. Ano otakebi de, so that war cry via, or using that war cry. Nakama just sort of means like one's fellows. Nakama o iki kaeraseru. Iki kaeru, I guess, is literally just to return to life. So iki kaeraseru is just the causative. So, you know, will sort of bring back to life, will cause to come back to life. And then, of course, we have Teshimao, which is undesirable because we don't want them to come back, of course. So undesirably, they will revive their buddies with that war cry. Hora, tetsu datte yaru kara, watashi no yuu tori ni ugoki na yo. Okay, so hora. So I guess now, hora, come on, maybe. Tetsudao kara. Well, I'm going to change that again. I'm going to remove the yaru. Tetsudao kara. I will help you so. Watashi no yuu tori ni. In the way that I say ugoki na. Ugoki na. Just ugoku is just to kind of move, or I guess in this case to act. So act in the way that I say. And again, of course, we have this tetra way of requesting something ugoki na. Or ugoite. You might want to change it just the teflon. B o oshiteru aida kage no kekkai wo hatte yaru kara. Okay. Mina matomete tojikomete hanasunda. Okay. So B o oshiteru aida. So in the window of time that you exist holding B or pressing B. Again, we will just get rid of the yaru, so we'll just say haru. Kage no kekkai o haru kara. So I will kind of haru. I will kind of haru. What is that? I will expand, I suppose. I will expand. It's not really how that works, but haru is a bit of a... We might as well look it up, actually. Haru. To stick, to stretch. Okay, to stretch, yeah. To spread. To expand, to fill, to swell. So it's... Maybe expand is the... Expand. I don't know, man. Anyway, those sorts of words, right? To sort of stretch, maybe. So I will stretch a shadow. Kekkai is like a barrier, I think. So I'll stretch a shadow barrier. So, the kara, of course, meaning so. Mina, just all of them, everyone. Matomete means like just to kind of combine them all. To... Matome, to matomete, to include all of them, to combine them all, and then toji komete, kind of close them in, and then hanasu is to release. So yeah, in the window of time that you are holding B, I will expand a shadow barrier, enclose all of them into it, and then release. Okay, do I just do that now? Can I kill one first? Let's get one. Get on in, boys. Oh. Okay. No. She let go. I didn't do that. Or can I just, if it's a one-hit kill, might as well get one first. Power kill. Nice. What makes her stop making that noise? I know that's like sometimes when you tap A, she doesn't make that. Like, and I think she does on the first one. She makes that noise, but there are times when she doesn't. If you do it consecutively, but at the moment it's just she does it every time for some reason. Ki o tsukete kono mori wa kawatte shimatta. So ki o tsukete just meaning pay attention or take care. Kono mori wa, this woods or forest, kawatte shimatta, undesirably changed, changed for the worse. Tasogare no kokun ga ou kage no ryoiki, Twilight ni. We've seen this plenty of times, right? So it's like the shadow region covered by, the Twilight's black clouds cover the shadow region. No, that's not what it is. Twilight ni. So it's all just modifying Twilight. So I suppose kage no ryoiki is actually like an attribute. So it's like the Twilight black clouds cover. No, I want to start backwards. I want to say... I suppose I want to start here, actually. The shadow region Twilight that the Twilight's black clouds cover. And then ni is there, so it's in that region, in the Twilight. Hikari no sekai no hitobito wa oni? Oh no, tamashi, right? Tamashi to nari kage no mono tachi ya mamono domo ga suku basho. What am I even reading here? Well, initially you've just got, the light world's people become spirits. I don't know what basho is at the end, man, because she said, this guy said, they said in the Twilight, right? Maybe the sentence has ended and I just haven't noticed. Let's look at Suku. Okay, just to nest. That's gross, isn't it? That sounds really gross. Oh, okay, maybe it's adding more information to it, so it's like in the Twilight. Maybe there's more information coming, I'm not sure yet. Kage no mono tachi ya, so the shadow people, and kind of a non-exhaustive and. It's kind of like things like the shadow people and monsters. And then domo is kind of it's a pluralizer, but I think it's a kind of an unpleasant pluralizer. It's it means you kind of you don't like this thing, maybe. So mama no domo, those bloody monsters kind of thing. Suku obviously was to nest, and then basho, so I guess it's just everything's modifying basho, maybe. So the place where the monsters and the shadow boys nest. Watashi wa hikari no seirei. I, a light spirit. I am a light spirit, probably. Aoki me no juyo. Okay, I don't know. This is all disjointed, man. There's not even sentences going on here. So now, it's addressing us, whatever it is. Aoki me. So aoki, as we saw in the last part. I don't think this is any different to aoi. It's just an old word, so it just means blue eye, and then beast. Blue-eyed beast, and then yo, because it's addressing us. Wanga hikari o sagashite kage no mamono ni ubawareta hikari o kono utsuwa ni. Okay, so wanga, again, my, hikari, my light, and then sagashite, look for my light, search for my light. Kage no mamono ni ubawareta hikari o, so the light stolen by the shadow monsters, kono utsuwa ni, to this vessel, into this vessel. But then obviously a verb wasn't given, right? So it's just, it's implied. You can do that in Japanese, you know. Hikari no utsuwa o te ni ireta, you entered into the hand, the light vessel. Hikari na, what was this, man? Oh man, what is this? Is this like tears? Dude, I've seen that kanji. That's a nice kanji, actually. I quite like that kanji. But yeah, hikari no something. Atsumeru tame no taisetsu na utsuwa. Probably utsuwa. Is it tears, man? It's obviously going to give me namida. As one kanji. Maybe I can just do this. No. What is it? Oh, I better do it by radicals again then. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 for that one, so it's kind of the rain radical. And then we've got shita, which is 3 strokes. But I can't. Is it? Yeah, I can't. But I can't see it. Right? Is it in there? Okay, I guess we'll just go with this then. Shizuku. Oh, it's just drops. Okay, it's not tears. Okay. Shizuku. It's quite nice actually, isn't it? I like that. Shizuku. Okay. They're not called drops of light though, are they? In English, aren't they called? Are they called tears? Oh well, whatever. There you go. Hikari no shizuku o atsumeru tame no taisetsu na utsuwa. So it is a important or valuable, I suppose, valued. A taisetsu. It's like something you need to kind of treasure. You need to look after it, kind of thing. Taisetsu na utsuwa. So it is a important isn't really the word though, is it? Anyway, it's an important vessel for the sake of gathering the light drops, or the light tears of light. Kono utsuwa ga hikari no shizuku de mitasarereba Twilight no sekai wo harashi kono basho wo moto no hikari ga afureru sekai e modoseru. Okay, I think that's afureru. I will check. Afureru. Yeah, okay, fine. Afureru. Good. to overflow, to brim over, to flood. Fine. So, man, this is all one sentence as well, so that's pretty crazy. Mitasu is to fill. So it's just kind of like mitasarereba. So that's kind of passive and conditional. So if this vessel is filled with the light drops, or the tears of light, whatever, the Twilight world will harash, I guess, just kind of cleanse, or sort of, what's the word, dispel. Yeah, okay, to dispel, to clear away. Yeah, harasu. So it will harass, and obviously that's the stem because we want the sentence to continue. We want more information afterwards. So the Twilight world will dispel, and kono basho, this place, moto no hikari, its original light, afureru sekai, yeah, this place, oh man, I don't know, modoseru. So I suppose it's like this place will be able to go back to the world that overflowed with its original light, or something like that. Bloody hell. What a sentence. Hikari no shizuku ni toritsuku kage na. What is this? Just mushi? Is that just mushi? But you've got three of the same kanji together. It's pretty gross, actually, isn't it? Kage no mushi no sugata wa sensu X de miru koto ga dekiru. Interesting. Miru koto ga dekiru. Hikari no shizuku ni toritsuku kage no... Okay. Let's look up that. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 6, isn't it? Why can't I see it? I'm just... Oh, there it is. I'm just blind. I just want 3 of those, please. As you may have guessed, this character means bug, and that's why all of the words that come up here are kind of... A lot of them are kind of bug related. What is 3 of them together then? Oh no, it's starting to repeat, right? It's starting to repeat. This is why this dictionary has flaws, big flaws, like after a certain number of entries it starts to repeat. It's like some weird bug it has. So I can't really recommend it, but I do like it. I've just kind of got used to this. I can't search for that then. I'll tell you what, let's get on Jisho. And maybe I'll just draw it. If only I could. It's not going to know what's going on. Nice, it's got it. What? It really? Is it just like a replacement for itself? So it is just mushi. So there's no need to do it 3 times. Okay, it's just the same as doing it once. I guess it just implies, you know, lots of them. Perhaps quite obviously. Okay, fine. Toritsuku, I've got to look that up now as well. Toritsuku, I think, is just to kind of, to stick to. Yeah, to cling to grapple with, to possess, to stick to. Okay. So it's all modifying sugata. So it is the form of the bugs of shadow that the light drops stick to via senses, or via the X senses. You can see them, so you can see the form of the bugs that the lights, that the drop stick to using X. Wow. Kage no ryoiki Twilight no naka de wa kage no mushi wa hito to onaji you ni sugata wa mienai. That might be summer, but I don't think it's any different. It's sort of the same meaning anyway. So inside, or maybe kind of at inside of the shadow region Twilight, the shadow bugs, in the same way with humans, or in the same way as humans, sugata wa mienai. You know, their shape, their form is not visible. Watashi ni nokosareta chikara de kage no mushi eto kawatta wanga hikari no ari ko o shimeshimashou. Excuse me. That is arika, right? Yeah, it is arika. Okay, fine. Watashi ni nokosareta chikara de. So via the power that was left within me, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, no, that works, I think, yeah. So using the power that was left in me, kage no mushi eto kage no mushi eto kawatta wanga hikari no warika o. What? Kage no mushi eto. Eto. Well, I think eto here it just means it's the same as ni basically. So we don't need to worry about that too much. Kage no mushi ni kawatta wanga hikari no arika o shimeshimashou. So I wonder if it's saying like the location, basically. Arika is the location or whereabouts. The location of my light. But kawatta is like kind of that has changed maybe. Kawatta sometimes means to be strange though as well. But I guess it must just be to have changed. Oh yeah, no, sorry. No, I'm of course it is. Yeah, no, I've just figured out what's going on here, sorry. So it is the location of my light that has changed into shadow bugs. That's what's going on. I was thinking of this as like a location thing, like the light exists in the shadow bugs, but it's actually that the light has changed into shadow bugs. So yeah, that was confusing me. Okay. And then shimesu is just to display, and so shimeshimashou is just kind of a volitional, just meaning that, showing her, showing its its resolution to do that verb. So it's kind of, I will show you the whereabouts of my light that has changed into bugs. Okay, thanks. Kage no mushi o sagashite. Okay, so just, search for the bugs of shadow, the shadow bugs. Kage no mushi wa kudake chita wanga hikari ni manga. Interesting. Toritsuita sugata. Okay, kage no mushi wa, so the shadow bugs. Kudake chita is just kind of like to have smashed and scattered. Wanga hikari ni, so to my light that was, hammered apart or smashed apart. Manga toritsuita sugata. Is there more information coming here? Because this sentence doesn't feel ended. Kage no mushi wa kudake chita wanga hikari ni manga toritsuita sugata. What's ma? Ma is like magic or demon or stuff like that. I think it's, evil perhaps. Toritsuita. So maybe it's like... I don't know. Sugata again is form, right? So the form... A form that kind of evil has attached itself to or something. Kage no mushi wa kudake chita wa ga hikari ni maga toritsuita sugata. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a bit lost here. But I guess it's just, you know, my light that has been... Hold on, why is it Kage no mushi wa? So is it just that the shadow bugs... What does that mean, the shadow bugs? Kage no mushi wa kudake chita wa ga hikari ni maga toritsuita sugata. I don't know, man. What is going on here? Kage no mushi wa kudake chita wa ga hikari ni. So to my light that was broken apart. Maga toritsuita sugata. No, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll probably have to look up the English for that. How dumb. That's probably the end, right? I don't like having the map open. It just takes up so much of the screen. Right. Oh man, is there a better camera angle for doing this? It's a bit of a pain on this game, isn't it? Oh, camera shakes. All right, whatever. Let's end it there then. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Maybe check the comments. Hopefully, I'll have looked into those text boxes that were a bit difficult and written explanations about, you know, what I found out or whatever. Yeah, cool. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and or support if you want. Don't if you don't. Thanks to my patrons, and I'll catch you next time.